Alright, so I'm gonna go to my vehicle to explain a story. Now, I was arrested once. I'm not gonna go into details of what I was arrested for. But on the way to jail, so they searched me. There's three cops there. They all searched me like two or three times. Okay, they searched me twice, I believe, or a real thorough search, and then brought me to the police car. And I guess the two left, but the police car had the passenger door open. So the passenger door was open, and there was the back door. There was a dog in the back. But I was still thinking there was a police officer behind me, and when he said get in the car, I was waiting for a police officer to come around my back like this to open up the back door. And then he said, oh, what, you want to be in the back with the dog? And then I said yes, because I would actually, myself, would be growing up around police dogs in school all the time, and everywhere else all the time. I'm from Bennington County. Yes, I would rather be in the back with the dog. And then he took me, and he searched me, and then put me in the front seat, right, with him, with the officer, and then shut the door. I mean, buckled me up and shut the door. I'm an unarmed individual that's arrested, detained and arrested right there. And then he gets in the car. He gets in the car, right? And I'm calm as day, just wondering why the fuck he didn't put me in the back with the dog, since he asked. And then I'm buckled up in my behind my back, okay? So we're driving down the road, and he's driving too fast, so I'm telling him to slow down a little bit. I did. I told him to slow down a little bit, and when he merged, he didn't use his traffic signal. I mean, his turn signal in traffic during a merge. And I said, you should probably use your signal, but there was no one behind us, and it's Vermont, and he's a police officer. So really, I couldn't be talking there. But anyway, so we're driving, and I think there was snow on the ground, but he had the heat on. I'm telling him it's too hot. He didn't turn the heat down. He's like, it's fine. He's saying it's normal. It's not 85 or 86 degrees, and we're not sitting in a car for an hour. Okay, but we by the end of it, what the hell on that too. But anyway, I'm not worried about that right now. So we're driving past the bowling alley in Rutland, Vermont, driving to the jail, which is about 6 minutes or something in traffic, right? So I'm looking over, I think there's like a Stewart's right there at that corner. Right there at Stewart's, I look over to my right, and I seen something out the window. And honestly, I'm buckled up, I'm handcuffed, and I did. I went to roll down the window, a crack. I swear to God, just to say something out the window. I did. And I believe I was impaired and probably should have been in the back seat, because I probably wouldn't have went to roll down the window in the back seat of the vehicle. Okay? Do you understand? Because there's a police dog next to me, and I know police dogs. I can move my head, and I can maybe talk to them, to the police dog, how I would talk to a police dog, but not move. I would have been looking at the police dog. But anyway, I went to roll the window down. But right before I went to roll the window down, I kid you not, this cop looked at me like this, and he said, "Are you gonna roll that down?" And then the second my fucking hand hit the button to roll the window down, he hit me and had me in a choke with his hip around my throat, and I could not breathe a single breath of air. I kid you not, I could not breathe a single breath of air, because he had me, and he choked me from Stewart's all the way to jail, and it took the jail minutes and minutes too. Plus, so the drive took minutes, and he was telling the jail to hurry up, and the jail just wasn't listening, I think. And he was saying that too, like, hurry up, we're in an emergency, and minutes was going by, and then finally he's like, hurry up or he's gonna die. I guess that's what they're trained to fucking do in Vermont. I mean, that's fucked up because I'm an unarmed individual. I weren't going to hurt nobody. And I wasn't going for the door, so I weren't going to hurt myself. But even then, I'm an unarmed individual. And if that were the case, don't go to fucking kill me for rolling out your fucking vehicle in the front seat of the car while I'm drunk. Or whatever. Anyway, this cop fucking choked me, and by the end of it, this is the scariest part. Like, I was thinking, like, the dentist. Like, do you know that when you have your mouth open and it's been a while already and you feel like you cannot breathe, right? But this is the dentist. Maybe you can still breathe, but you're still breathing. You're breathing. But this weren't like the dentist. But by the end of it, I was thinking he was doing this for him. Like, this cop was doing this for him. Like, he knew I was gonna go yell out that window, so he was pissed. And he went to fucking take my life like I went to assault him. And I weren't being aggressive. He was being aggressive. He was being aggressive and used excessive force by choking me while driving. And he claims he didn't have time to use his lights. So he had to stop at the stoplights. He stopped at the stop sign. He fucking drove into the parking lot and all this stuff without lights and all that, right? Over somebody that could have even really been itching his thigh or pulling his pants up. I'm thinking, like, if I was like a teenage kid, if I was a teenage girl and I went to fucking, and I had a wedgie or something, didn't want to tell anybody, and fucking went to fucking pull my fucking shit out of my butt crack, and then this cop chokes me to death? What are you doing? And you can't tell him to stop. You can't say a word and he doesn't give you a single breath of air. I'm telling you, that shows me that this cop was directly trying to kill me for doing something he didn't like in his fucking vehicle. While handcuffed behind my back, buckled up, and the door was shut, and he had a dog, he has a gun, he has everything, a badge, a gun, training, and all this stuff, but you're telling me he's gonna choke me from 2 seconds of my life? To the last seconds of my life? And that's crazy, and then I get to the jail, right? And then the SEALs finally get me out of the car, like, what are you doing? Hurry up, this cop's trying to kill me, I'm trying to stay alive, and you guys are trying to take your fucking sweet time during an emergency? What are you doing? And I asked the cop, I said, why did you choke me that long? He said, I thought you were running from me. I said, I was not running from you. You thought you choked me for fucking 7 minutes because you thought I was running from you? I'm so scared, and I've been so scared. I might even suffer from PTSD from a cop doing this to me. I'm not a flight risk. I've never run from the cops. I never have and never will. I need a cop maybe in the knee by accident. It was. I did. I donkey kicked once. Once. And it was dropped because he did ask for it. Okay? No, he tapped me on the leg and he said, give me it. I didn't have anything in my pockets. So I didn't know what he was talking about, so I figured he was talking about my leg, so I gave him my leg. Yeah? What do you want? This? What are you talking about? But really, listen, I think this stuff that happened in the front seat of that cop car has been illegal this whole time in this state. Like, you don't go to kill an unarmed individual that's buckled up, handcuffed, that's not putting your life at risk. It's about you, man. You're a police officer, right? It's about you right now. In that situation, I mean, that would suck if he did roll out the car and you're doing 40. And he, you know, that would suck, but that's not on you. That can't be on you. It can't. It can't, because what if I could, I don't know if I would have. I probably would have. If I could get away from that cop choking me to death, I probably would have rolled out. Would we have been driving fucking 40 something? No, because he didn't have, I don't think he had his lights on. And even if he did, it would have been 2 minute or 3 minute drive right there. 2 or 3 minute drive right there. But I swear to God, we stopped at a light. So I'm saying, I don't know, man. I don't know, man, but I did not breathe a single breath the whole time. The whole time.